Today we have an interesting repair here. We have a Sony receiver, and the customer said that the optical port has an issue, and you can actually see that the optical little flap, and there's this little clip there that's not working, so there's no sound. Now you can kind of in there, you can kind of see, it's kind of dark there, but I have other receivers, not the exact same, and you have these receiver boards right here. This one has two optical ports. So my idea that what we're gonna try to experiment with is, see, this even has a little flap and all that good stuff. My idea is I'm going to try to desolder these and swap them onto this board here. It may work, it may not. It does look a little bit different, but we're gonna just try this experiment. I'll take this out and we'll swap these two components and we'll see if it works. I'm not 100% sure if this is gonna work, but we'll see. So these two optical ports are looking a little bit similar. This one has this little plastic flap. This one has it broken off. So, but it's an IR receiver, so it'll have like a receive and send. It'll be able to work both ways. I think that there's a common there. There's the 3 pins, and then for this guy we have the 3 pins as well, so it should be work, but you never know. Now when the soldering iron's warming up, I can also check some of these components. We do have like a 5-volt regulator, and he said that it just all of a sudden shut down, right? So I'm just testing some of these ICs here. Make sure we don't have any shorted components or capacitors, right? And there is a big IC on here too. Well, things are looking okay. We're getting some forward voltage on these guys here. I'm not seeing any real issue. There is a capacitor. 0.9, 0.6. Okay. How about for these guys? What do we read? 0.69. It's looking something similar. Alright, so let's try to remove the opto IC on this guy first. Basically 3 pins. Came off quite nicely here. You can see that. And then try to do the same on this guy. This one needs a little bit of flux. May have to add a little bit of solder to get that one off. I'm going to add some more solder. Okay, I've soldered out that, and this one has a little bit difference. It has these kind of smaller pins, and then it has this third pin as well. So it looks like on this head right here, I have to cut that off. Okay. Oh. Let me think. Oh, these heads are different, because this one's at the front, and then this is at the back, so I actually have to remove all these heads here. So we'll just remove that all. Okay. So let me just put that in there. Okay. Let's zoom in here. Okay. Okay. We'll solder one of those legs on. Alright. So we did get it on. It is looking not too bad, not too shabby. But will it work? I don't know. This is the old port right here. It's a little bit different design. Has a little LED in there, but they're basically an IC, an optical infrared receiver. Okay, let's pop it in and see how it goes. So on this board we do have like some Sony chips too, so if we ever, you know, we couldn't really replace those would be pre-programmed, so but these passive guys we should be okay. Alright, let's pop it in, see what this does. So the good thing is it looks like the screws are working and the port's out enough that everything's looking like normal. So that's good for the digital port. And then we just have a couple wires to reattach to the main board here. So have it plugged in, and we can test it a couple of the voltages. There's a 5-volt regulator here, and I'm getting right on spot 5 volts, so that's looking really good. Yeah, 5 volts there. I'm just testing on some of these capacitors, 3.3 volts. So like the voltage is fine, you don't have any issues with the voltage, so it should be fine. 10 volts at the top. Oh yeah. So I'll let them pick it up and test it out, and we'll see if it works.
So hopefully this has fixed your problem. If it has, give a thumbs up and subscribe. Also, I am an author as well on Amazon. So if you want to support the channel, you can go to amazon.com or .ca and type in my name. It's Benjamin Newson. And I've just recently published a couple books. My very first novel is called Heart of Stone. It's an interesting story about the end times. And this guy's having dreams, and then his dreams become real in a science fiction novel. I also have other book called Unlocking Your Mind about memory tricks for studying techniques, as I'm a teacher, so several years there. And over the Great Wall, I've written about my life experiences 7 years abroad in China. So have a good day, and I'll see you in the next repair video.